Hello, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners. I hope you're all having a great weekend. It's the weekend video for Monday. What I'm going to do, because we have a lot of new VIPs, and also for veterans, we're going to analyze charts of stocks we currently own also. I'm not doing this to make the video too long. My goal is to educate. And one of the best things we can do is look at past winners or current winners, because we can apply that knowledge to potential future winners. And that's our goal here at Mission Winners, is to train, coach, educate on what to look for and then execute. So let's move on with it. Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's easy for me to say, closed up near the highs on a pickup in volume. That's good to see. S&P 500, fine. Hit new highs on Friday. All-time highs on a pickup in volume. Low volume, good. NASDAQ comp hit highs. Right there, in 50 seconds, you know more than a lot of people. What is it? There's strength in the market. Let's move on. Advanced decline line New York, near highs. That's good to see. Advanced decline line NASDAQ is lagging. That needs to improve, just for what it's worth. See that right there, the advanced decline line? There it is. It's lagging. So we'll have to start to see that improvement. You can also see that, by the way. Isn't it interesting? The action, it's not a broad-based rally where a million different stocks are moving. It's kind of a, more selective. And that's why our fundamental tactics, as far as great earnings or sales in leading groups, help us find good stocks. Advanced right here, new highs, New York, still trending down, and that is a negative. New lows are picking up a little bit, negative. NASDAQ, similar situation. New lows needs new highs. Have you also noticed we have been selective in our buying? We're not going to crazy buying a million different stocks. We're trying to find and execute on the best of the best. So here we go. First stock on the list. We're going to pull this out here real quick just to make sure we're square, and we are. And it's a long list. We're going to have a recap on some that we own too. Here's Macy's. Lifting off, lifted through here. That was on earnings. What's it forming here? A little pennant. For all new VIPs and veterans, we sort by industry group rank first, percent off high second. We always know we want stocks in leading groups with great numbers. This is forming a little pennant here, and that's constructive. That could be a buy taking out these highs. So what's the entry on M? 2320. 2320. Now I have to share this with you. This is a pullback setup or a little pennant. It is not as safe as a longer base breakout. So how do we control that risk? It's simple. If we buy less shares. Macy's, M. Take out the top of that bar. Inside bar, 2320. We'll start small and add. DDS, we always sort by industry group rank first. Going sideways right here. Take out those tops. What's the safest entry? Let's take it down to the hourly. Really, the safest entry is taking this out of here at 210.30. DDS, 210 and 30 cents. And that would be a new buy. And again, we sort by industry group rank first, percent off high second. Leading groups, leading stocks. Kohl's picking up. Notice this is all in the same group. Great numbers here, folks. Lifted up. Safest entry, 60.60. KSS, $60.60. That's what we'll be looking for. This is a base setup. Had a little bit of a pullback here. Lift off through there. And again, it's got good numbers, team, and it's got a composite rating of 91. Relative strength of 93. B- accumulation distribution. It fits the bill. If it doesn't lift, it comes off the list. CEIX. People own this. This is, stock that people own. This could be an add-on, taking out 2350. CEIX, 2350. And that would be an add-on, taking out those highs. Or it could be a new buy, but if it is, go smaller. And again, I will be showing stocks that we currently own so that we can analyze those. Right here, why was the CEIX buy it? Look at the numbers. There you go. And it's in a leading group. Ternium, going across these tops. See the volume pickup right here? That's got potential taken out 5640. TX 5640. Great group. Look at these things right here. Look at BSMR. I don't get hung up on earnings per share rating. I will tell you that. If we've done our fundamental homework, it makes the cut. Composite rating 99. Look at the numbers. Look at those numbers. There you go. STLD, we're in this from lower. Right there. Looks great. I just want to point it out to you. I won't say we're going to buy more, but I just want to point. Why did we buy this? Earnings per share rank, sure. A plus, A, B minus, 99. Timeliness, say, look at these numbers, look at these numbers. That's why we bought it. We're in great shape. Let it work. Not on the key list, just pointing out the fundamentals, what we look for, and the clean and simple base, and look at the volume when it lifted off. We're in great shape. Let her work. Nucor. It's forming a little pennant right here, folks. We own this. Potential entry, take out that top right there, 126. NUE, 126. That would be an add-on, not a new buy. If you don't own it, don't buy it. Add-on. Nucor. And again, we own it from there. Look at that move. Is that beautiful? Look at the numbers we were looking at when we bought it. Look at all this. That's how we build a case. Upstart, UPST, going across these tops here. Potential on this. I like the volume pickup. 222, 224.50. And again, look at all this. Earnings per share rank 65. People say, oh, I can't buy it. Team, I need to share something with you. Don't get hung up on an earnings per share rank of 80 or higher. It's nice that if it has it, but look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. That's how we build a case. Look at the estimates coming forward. So I'll take it right here at 224. Yeah, I'll stick with that. 224.50 UPST. 224 and 50 cents. Now, this could be a new buy, but I must stress it's a shorter base. Okay? So by default, what do we do with a situation like that? If we buy, you can say, what do you mean by a shorter base? Just this little shelf right here. If we buy, we control risk by buying less shares. And as I stated, for everybody, it's the weekend. While everybody else is out horsing around, we can horse around too. And I encourage you to do that. Get out and do things. But we hone our skills. That makes us better than most. Good job. Coop. I like this going sideways. Good group. Look at those numbers here and here. It's power. Composite rating 95. Relative strength 90. And I want to show you this. 10 days of short interest, folks. You think if this thing rallies, those shorts will start to cover? You bet they could. 39.40 on Coop. COOP. $39.40. And team, that could be a new buy. That could be an add-on. And again, it fits the bill. It's got the numbers. And I'll show this again. 10 days of short interest. How about that? If this thing starts to lift, those shorts start to cover, that can be more buying. CDW. Now, fair warning, this is a $200 stock, does 600,000 shares a day. There's potential this stock trades with a wide spread between the bid and the ask. If it does, it will come off the list. Here's the hourly chart. See that volume surge there? Look at that. That's why I put it on the list. What do I want to do with this? Take out the top right here at 199.50. CDW, 199.50 cents. Indava, y'all own this from lower. It's not going to be on the key list. You can say, well, then why are you showing it to us? It's the weekend. This is the time to get better. Everybody else is horsing around. We're refining our skills. Look at these numbers. Folks, this is what we were looking at when we bought it. Look at all this. That was all in place when it was bought. Right there. That's a nice move. That's a great move. Let her work. Not on the key list, but I just wanted to point it out to you. NVIDIA. We're in NVIDIA. We were in NVIDIA here. You probably know that. And here. And that's good money. And it is a Maxless stock. Note the numbers. Following through. Everything looks great. Let it work. I'm not going to put it on the key list. We own it. I'm watching it. We're locked in it. But yeah, would I like more? Yeah, we'll watch it. If you don't own it, though, if you don't own it, please don't buy more up here. Or please don't buy it up here. Okay? It's too extended. Just wanted to point that out to you. But you can see why it's on the list. Avgo. Now, we've got in a situation here. Good numbers. Everything here is wonderful. It's a long base. This stock can trade with a wide spread between the bid and the ask. And it has earnings in 4 days on 9/2. So if we buy, we'll go small. And if it has a wide spread between bid and ask, it will come off the list. 496.50. AVGO. 496.50. And I do like this long base. The numbers are good. Earnings per share rank 86. One slight negative. Relative strength is 70 and it's lagging. So you can say, you know what, Pat, with a relative strength of 70 and earnings in 4 days, I don't think I'm going to buy it. And you know what I'd say? Good for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? That's fine. MaxLinear lifting up. Look at this. Look at this. Is that nice? Earnings per share rank, again, I'm not hung up on it. A plus, A, B plus, 98. Look at the rising earnings estimates. Look at the volume surge here. Look at the volume surge here. 53.10. MXL, $53.10. And team, that could be a new buy, or it could be an add-on if you own from lower. There we go. Small base right here. And I love the volume spike here and the volume spike with price there too. There you go. That's how we build a case. Could be a new buy, could be an add-on. LSCC going sideways like this. 6160, 6151. It's easy, folks. 6170. LSCC, 6170. That's just a nice base. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Earnings per share rate 92. A plus, A, B, accumulation distribution. Composite rating 99. Relative strength, rising earnings estimates. Look at the volume coming into it. Here's the weekly. And again, on the weekend, the video will be longer. Please don't think they're going to be long every day. I won't do that to you. Okay? I'll respect for you. So that's where we're at. LSCC, 6170. Great group, by the way, folks. Composite rating 99. There you go. And I have to show you this too. 5 days of short interest. If this starts to lift, those shorts may have to cover. Now we've built a case. Slab. I like these tops here. Now, this is a $160 stock and it does 379,000 shares a day. Higher priced. It may trade thin. Be aware of that. When I say thin, widespread between the bid and the ask. If it does, watch out. Slab 160.20. SLAB 160 and 20 cents. And team, that could be a new buy or that could be an add-on. And it's got the numbers here, folks. There you go. Composite rating's 90. There we go. And it has 4 days of short interest too. Advanced Micro Devices. Yes, we're in it. We're in great shape. Why did we buy this? Because of this. And what were the numbers? Oh, those are pretty good. And those are pretty good. And those are pretty good. And all this was in place before we bought it. People talk with their mouths. Look at that. That's power. And now it's going sideways again. Go across these tops right here. I'm sorry that's such a poor line. Take out Friday's highs. 111.80. AMD, 111 and 80 cents. It would be an add-on. So let's be real specific. If you don't own it, you could buy some, but go smaller. If you do own it and you add, go smaller. Google, not on the key list. Well, it is on the key list just to train or educate our eyes, okay? Look at this. Right here, Was it right there? I mean, and look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. And it's a max list stock. Let it work. I just wanted to show this to you. Trends, good entry, and trends pay. There you go. Not on the key list. Facebook, I'll buy more of this, taking out 373.80. FB, 373.80. And what is it, team? It's a max list stock. Look at those numbers. This is a franchise company. Nobody, and I'm not pounding the table on Facebook or Google or Netflix or Amazon, nothing. But be pragmatic. Nobody does what Facebook does as good as Facebook does it. And you could say, well, I got some real issues with some of the things they do. Okay, I can respect that. But then I look at the chart, want to participate in it? Let's go. Here we are. We're in it. We've been in this several times. And it's lifting up again. We got a spot to add more. ASO going sideways. Gapped up on earnings. 43.10. ASO. 43.10. And that could be a new buy or that could be an add-on. And look at this. How about that? Isn't that nice? Here we go. Continue onward. Omnicell's picking up. Pointing this out. This looks good. Great numbers. Everything here is fine. No problems at all. And I want to show you this. 12 days of short interest, folks. If this thing starts to run, those shorts will have to cover. Potential entry, taking out this top right here, 160 and a dime. OMCL, 160 and 10 cents. Clean and simple base. Love it. And I have to round it out with this for you too. 12 days of short interest. If this thing lifts and those shorts have to cover, it could be catalyst for more. I'll put that on the key list, point 2. 12 days short. There you go. LC, nice pattern here. Great group, great numbers. Everything's fine. 29.72. High over here, 29.55. 29.57. I'm going to make it easy for us. Let's take it to the hourly. Go across these tops right here. I'll make it real simple. 29.60. LC, 29.60. And team. Great group. Great numbers last quarter. This could be a new buy. Or it could be an add-on. There you go. Accumulation distribution A. That's power, folks. There we go. See how we build a case? And again, on the weekend, we'll go longer. ZS, not on the key list. Own already. Clean and simple base shell. You can say, well, why was it on the key list? Because of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that. That's why it's on the key list. Oh, by the way, it has 5 days of short interest too. Isn't that nice? Let her work. Don't buy more here. Let her work. In great shape. CrowdStrike. Own this one from lower. In good shape. I will not buy more. I would encourage you not to buy more. You can say, well, why not? And again, it's got great numbers. It's got everything going for it. Earnings in 2 days. Please know that. And as a service for the VIPs, I put that note on the chart, my real-time chart, so we're aware of it. Please don't buy this just before earnings. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. Don't do that to yourself, all right? And we'll be talking more about this tomorrow, maybe sell some into strength. Envy, I like this going through 1830. Great numbers here, folks. Everything here is good. Rising estimates, 1830. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, there's nothing going on with the market. You know, it looks kind of bad. Well, all I know is this. The stocks we own are working for us, and for that I'm thankful. Mimecast. Own it. Just pointing it out to you. You can say, well, Pat, why do you own it? Look here, please. All this here. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. That's why we own it. And look where we bought it. It's great. Let it work. Not on the key list, not going to add to it, just pointing it out to you so we build a case, constantly reinforcing why do we do what we do. A lot of people don't explain that. and they just sit there and say, I don't know, I'm just kind of going along. I don't want to do that. I want you to know why. Then you own the concept. When you own the concept, it builds confidence in you, and then you can soar. And that's what I want. I really mean that. So there we go. Done rambling. Microsoft in great shape. Let it work. May buy more. Won't put it on the key list. Everything looks great with it. Entry down here. First entry right in there. And it's just running. Let it work. Just wanted to point it out to you. It's a pullback setup. Everything's fine. It's not a max list stock, but by Jove, it could be. MATS. Matson. In this already. Okay. Already owned. Keyless stock. And again, own already. What would we want to do with this? There it goes right there. I love that. Take out these tops here. I just want to point it out. There's no real clean entry here. Let it work. I mean, it could take out these highs over here, and that would be aggressive. I just have to show, I'll show you this. You got a big cup formation here. You see this? And the high over here is 79.04, 79.05, 78.91, 4 days of short interest. Best thing to do is form a little handle. We're in from lower. Let it work. Let it work. You're in good shape. Okay? I would not encourage you. If you own from lower, it might be a buy. I'm watching it, but I'm not going to put it on the key list. Let's continue on. I don't want to take too much of your time. Zim lifts up, pulls back. All right. Excuse me. Potential entries. See, it's forming a pennant right there. Take this out here at 49.80. ZIM. 49.80. Little pennant formation. Look at those numbers. There you go. Tech picking up. Now, this is a $500 stock. It's got great numbers, great volume here. But I will tell you this. It only does 356,000 shares a day. Let's take it down to 10-minute chart and see how this thing moves. Yeah, I mean, you buy up there and in 20 minutes you're down almost $10. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to put it on the list on tech. I'm not saying it's bad, but just be careful with that. It trades thin. $500 stock that does 350. Ooh, it can really catch you. And again, I'm showing you the 10-minute chart. I mean, it spikes up and hits 496. And very quickly, it's trading here down at 480, 486. I don't want this is like in a half an hour. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So just wanted to share that with you. Not on the key list. CNXC looks great. Potential entry. And this is another one, folks. It's got great numbers. Everything here is great. Does 238,000 shares a day. There's a potential this stock. You can see there's spots in here it almost doesn't trade. Okay? Be careful with that. Potential entry, 172. CNXC, 172. If you buy, we start small and then we add. And it's got good numbers. Okay? Earnings per share is 97, so everything's fine. Shopify, going sideways. Take that out right there. 1562.10. Shop. 1562 and 10 cents. And like I said, team, on the weekend, we're going to go a little bit longer. Please know the video is not going to be this long during the week, but we've got time to do this. I'm going to get this to Owen early so that you all have time to study if you wanted to, if you'd like to. PLTR, take that out at 26.10. Good numbers here, folks. PLTR, 26.10. Let's look at the hourly, shall we? See where that spiked up? Look at that volume pickup. And then it pulls back on less volume. There we go. 26.10 on PLTR. Longer base. Like that. Excuse me. DocuSign. In good shape with it. There's no real clean entry with it. All right. Let it work. Nothing special to do with it at this point in time. Everything looks great. I'm going to look at the chart on my program. Yeah, there we go. Where do we own this? You'll love this. Boom, boom. How about that? Is that sweet potato pie? There you go. In good shape. Let it work. Olin's picking up. OLN. Look at the volume. Look at the earnings and sales and the earnings and sales. Now, it's only got earnings per share rank of 65, but it's turning a corner here. Potential entry right there at 51.20. OLN 51.20. There you go. We're about done here. FNF, Fidelity Financial, going sideways. Good group. Look at everything right here, please. And then look at here and here and here. You know, and this was still decent, 30-30. Earnings per share rate's 96. Composite rating, 96. I mean, folks, that's good stuff. Relative strength, 80. Has 4 days of short interest. Here's the hourly chart. Going sideways across these tops right here. There it is. Go back to the daily and say, let's just take out daily highs of this bar right there. 49.30. FNF, 49.30. And again, team, please know this. This is for new VIPs especially. Please don't think that every day the video is going to be this long. No, I'm not going to do that to you. But on the weekend, we have time. When everybody else is out horsing around, we can get better. That's what sets us apart. Good job. Old Republic, going sideways. You can see this. B plus group. You can see that it's a little slower. I'm not going to put it on the key list. I just wanted to point it out to you. Just for what it's. Let's continue onward here. I wanted to go through, just advance a little bit forward and just see where we're at because I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. Old Republic, it's okay, but I'm not going to put it on the key list. It fell and it closed near the lows on a pickup in volume. FND, excuse me, that's called allergies. Floor and Decor, it's chopping around here a little bit. Just giving some education and coaching. It's not that clean. Not going to put it on the key list. Robert Half, you know, you can see this short base here. Be really careful on short bases. And I'm giving you education and coaching here. Be careful on really short bases. Also note, it's going sideways on decreasing volume. That's always a slight concern. Goldman Sachs, you own this already. It's lifting off, following through. I'm not going to put it on the key list. You're in good shape with it. Let it work. It is a max list stock also, but you can see why it was bought. DLO, DeLocal, Limited. Great numbers. Great numbers. Million shares a day. Potential entry, taking out the top of this bar right there. 70.20. DLO, $70.20. And team, that would be a new buy. It is a short base shelf here. Look at the numbers, by the way. Look at that. Look at the estimates. Things that we look for. But shorter base. So what do? If we buy less shares. Square's in good shape here. All right. I just wanted to point it out to you. It's a max list stock. It's a little choppier. It's got great estimates. I'm not going to put it on the key list, but I just wanted to point it out that it's bouncing, potential bounce off the 21 EMA. Slight negative. There's no real volume there. It is a max list stock. I'm just doing chart analysis for you. Team. You're in team already. You're in great shape. Let it work. Let it work. Not going to add to it, but I just wanted to point it out. And you could say, well, what's the special deal with this? These were good numbers here, okay? And then it lifted up on good news, and it's in a good group. Let it work. Earnings per share rank 87, composite rating 95, relative strength 94. SMRA, there you go. TFII, this is an interesting chart pattern that came, or not a chart pattern, it's a glitch in the software program. I can't really analyze it, so by default, I mean, it's got good numbers, but given this, I've tried to correct it twice. I can't, so just leave it alone. Pfizer, great entry down here, sells into strength, in great shape. I mean, folks, look at that. Look at that volume surge. That's good money. And look at the numbers, and look at the numbers. That's why it made the cut. Good job. Let her work. CAMT, great numbers. Great numbers. Potential entry, take out the top of that bar at 41.90. CAMT 4190. We're about done here. Excuse me. Star is in great shape. Where was our entry on this? Right there. Why was it bought? Because of this and because of this. And relative strength was leading the stock into new high ground. Look at that. And look at the volume. You're in great shape. Let it work. Let it work. Maybe buy more here. We'll be watching it. Not going to put it on the key list. Just point it out on why it made the cut. QLD. Still trending up. What does this tell us? You know, people talk, there's been a lot of stuff on the press. Well, man, the market's pretty bad. QLD's hitting highs. Just get in line with things. It tells you that the NASDAQ's okay. SSO, hitting highs. I don't want to get negative. Just get in line with what is. I love that. CLOU, own already, in good shape. You could say, oh, by the way, this is an ETF. But you can see why it was bought. And it's lifting up. Relative strength is strong. Let it work. It is an ETF. Okay? And it's a leading group. Charles Schwab going across these tops right here. Now, here's the weekly. And again, please know this. These videos will not be that long during the week. Okay, I won't do that to you. But again, on the weekend, I'll get this to Owen so y'all get it on time. Get it early. See these tops right here? There's potential. There's potential, but numbers are okay. B minus. I wish the group was better. I'll just tell you that. That makes it tougher. So I'm not going to put it on the key list, but I just want to expose it to you. SF, Stifel Financial, going sideways. Here's another one. What's the slight negative on this one? There's no volume. Maybe it'll lift, but it's one you can watch. Watch if you want. I don't want to get too many stocks. Granite Construction, in good shape, lifting up a little bit. And again, I'm just pointing out, look at the numbers. That's why it made the cut. C minus group, a little tougher. Composite rating 67, that's a little tougher. Those are potential strikes against it. Not on the list, just trying to educate. Shutterstock was on the list and it's in great shape. Why was Shutterstock on the list? Because of this and because of this. Everything's great, lifting up. It's a lower rated group, but you look at these numbers, you can't deny it. And look at they voted. You're in great shape. Let it work. Tesla, this is important. Tesla has earnings tomorrow morning before the open. Okay? Take this out right there. 717. And you can say, where I read that in IBD. 717 as far as earnings are concerned. And it's interesting because that might be a misprint because they just reported. I'll have to dig deeper on that, okay? I'll dig deeper on that and let you know. I'm going to put a big question mark by that because I see they had earnings recently. They reported tomorrow morning before the open. That doesn't make sense with this. I'll do more digging for you, okay? We'll watch this and see. Netflix looks great. I'll buy more of this, taking out the highs there at 464.20. I don't need to put it on the key list. We're in it already, but yes, I would like more. And I like that volume pickup. 464.20. And yes, it's a max list stock. And team, that is the key list for Monday. Yes, the video was longer. I'm aware of that. But again, when everybody else is out horsing around, we can get better. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but in 30 minutes, you will know more about charts than most people. And that's power that nobody can take from you. Anyway, hope you're all having a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Let's get after it. And I thank you.